Today I'm going to try and put the bareback pad on Dreamer. This time, not at liberty, but she's not tied up. I don't know if you can see that. That rope is not looped. So we're just going to put it on her and give her positive reinforcement. This is where I'm mixing negative with positive, so she can realize that it's not going to hurt her. It will cause no pain. It's okay. She's being very good standing for me, so she gets a treat. I already went and brushed her off, so let's just try it out. I'm going to approach her with both a treat and the pad, and I'm going to let her sniff the pad first. You can see she doesn't like it, but that's okay. We're going to take it really slow. So immediately negative feelings about the pad. I am going to tie her just in case, because I don't want her to walk away from it. Yeah. Good. I want her to be confident with it. So if you haven't seen any of my videos or know anything about Dreamer, she's 21 years old. I'm bringing her basically all the way back down to basics, doing liberty with her and kind of just making things like work more positive because she is not a fan of that. I recently learned this year more about saddle fit and learned that my saddle hadn't fit her for multiple years, so she associates riding with pain and discomfort, and I don't want that for her. So we're gonna take it slow. She obviously, I want you guys to look at her body language. She looks away, but her eyes aren't super tense. They are a little bit tense, just not super tense. So we're gonna try it again. This time, sniff. So I'm only going to give her a treat when she sniffs it. Good. Now, I'm going to just brush her. See, not a fan of that. It's okay, sniff and touch. I'm going to give her a moment to process that. So when repeating things on both sides, you want to not do a ton on this side and then try and do it on the other side. You want to kind of keep it equal. So I did 2 things on this side. I'm going to do the same 2 things on the other side. This is a clicker. I don't usually use it because it's hard to do, like, hold one thing and give her the treat at the same time. My bad. But when she's just at liberty, no halter, no nothing, I use this a lot. It makes a clicking sound like that, and she gets a treat. So the treats are positive reinforcement. They're a reinforcer. They give her a little bit of a dopamine rush. They give her a little bit of something to focus on other than the more scary or discomforting stimuli. So I'm going to move over on the other side. You won't be able to see exactly what I'm doing, but I'm going to do the exact same thing I did over here, just on the other side. Good. Good. She isn't super fond of it, but that's okay. We're just gonna keep working at this. She needs to know that bareback pads aren't going to hurt her the way my saddle did, and this bareback pad is important because I will be using it in the meantime until I can get a new saddle fit to her. My bad. so we're going to try it one more time, except this time I'm going to try to put it on her back. Flies are bothering her a little bit, so that's why she's doing that. Sniff. Take it away, just take some pressure away. Okay. Oh my goodness, that fly is bothering you, huh? Sniff. Good. Okay. So you see, as I went to lift it up like this, she's immediately turning away because this to her, this might cause her pain, and she doesn't want that, and I don't want that for her. So I'm going to go in slower and keep it more solid like this. So when you flap it like this, it's more open. It's a little bit more scary. But if you keep it like this, solid, it's not as scary. It's just one thing, huh? Very good. I will put a picture of the treats I use in the video somewhere. I'm gonna have to get another one since I can't break it. Usually the treats are pretty easy to break, but sometimes they're a little bit more stiff and hard to break. In positive reinforcement, you're going to use a lot of treats. That's why you want to make sure they're not filling, not super fatty, and not sugary. They can be a little bit sugary, but not so much that it will upset their stomach or cause laminitis or founder. Sip of the treats. So they can be different sizes, varying. You see how they have like little spots right here? That means you can break them apart. Usually sometimes they're a little bit more stuck than other treats. Maybe like I had pellets and you couldn't break those very easy. I like the ones I can break because then I can get more treats out of the singular treat, if you know what I mean. We're just going to repeat that same step on the other side now, where I rub it and put it on her back. Not open like I mentioned, just solid. So let's do that. Every time she looks at it, and this goes for any horse you're introducing or reintroducing to a specific stimuli that they don't like, give them lots of reinforcement for looking at it, sniffing at it, you know, just being near it, because that will make the object or stimuli less scary. And you can tell by Dreamer's body language, it's a little bit scary because she is very much worried about this pinching her. But once I lay it on her and give her a couple more treats, I think she'll realize that this is not going to hurt her. There is no pinching involved with this because it doesn't have a tree. It doesn't have any hard spots that are going to pinch her. I did want to do this at Liberty, but I have learned over the course of working with Dreamer that sometimes it's okay to just put it on her, right? To just take it slow, first of all, like I'm doing now, but just, you know, not really give her too much of a choice to leave, because then it's extra difficult to get her to choose this, especially when we're in the round pen. I don't want to be carrying this all the time. Her halter, that was a different story. Brushes, a different story. This, I don't want to pack this around 24/7, or, you know, I'm exaggerating. So the pawing, if you've noticed, that is also a stress indicator, but and Dreamer doesn't typically paw. It stands very well. The reason why she's pawing is due to this pad. So make it solid. Gonna go on the other side. Dreamer is very expressive, and I don't want her to accidentally kick out at the pad, or, you know, purposely kick out at the pad and get me. So it's also important that when you're doing this, you have enough room on either side that they cannot squish you up against the fence or trap you in some way. Good. girl. Good girl. Okay. Now, camera to see when she actually lets me put this on. We're gonna do it at this angle. So again, let's have her look at it. Give you this. Okay, went a little bit fast there. I should have rewarded when she looked at it. Rub. And now, I'm just going to sit right there. Beautiful. If the pressure becomes too overwhelming, you take it off. You don't want your horse to blow up. Don't want them to associate any more negativity with this. And I'm gonna try to put it on the other side. And then that's just gonna be it for today. I will walk her over some polls because we are still working on verbal cues and just, you know, leading in hand versus leading at liberty. But I am very proud of her progress with this today. Dreamer has, you know, a lot of big feelings about being saddled and all of that. She had very big feelings getting a halter on. And I can't just leave this out here like I did the halter when a few months ago in June, she was out in a different paddock and I just kept the halter on the fence. But since this is a bareback pad, oh, you can't see it there, it's right here. Since this is a bareback pad, unless I cinch it, it's not going to stay. And that paddock was also away from our goats, and our goats love to chew on anything. Doesn't really matter what. Deep sigh. I don't know if you guys heard that. Deep sigh, emotional regulation. She is learning to regulate her emotions without freaking out. And I am very happy because, like I said, Dreamer is a very expressive horse. She always has expressed herself in big ways. I've mentioned multiple times that she used to rear a lot under stress. And that is no longer a problem with us. All right, one more time. Oh, okay. One more time on this side, I should have clarified. That's it. That's all you need to do. Doesn't need to be a crazy thing where I strap it to her and let her buck it out. Doesn't need to be a situation where she's pulling back against the fence, which, by the way, this is a quick release knot, so if she does pull back, I can get in there and take that off immediately. I would rather her run away from me, run to the Rockies, than ruin that pole of hers. Good, Dreamer. So, gonna reward for a sniff. Sniff. Good. Now a rub. Ooh. Let's look at it again. Ooh. Okay, she's not so sure about this side. That's okay. Sometimes, you know, they have a stronger side than others. Other times, they don't. It's okay. Ooh. So when Dreamer backs up like that, she is trying to get away from the stimuli here. And I don't want her to try and run away from it. I want her to learn how to regulate herself and learn that it's okay. Good. And that's it. I'm going to put some fly spray on her and do a bit more pole work. We have poles set up over there. then she's just gonna be done. She did a very good job. And also what I like about these treats too is they're super crummy, and multiple food rewards at once is better than feeding one at a time, unless you have a horse that has access to a lot of different forage, because it can make them feel like, oh no, I'm running out of food. And so they're gonna be more nippy and pushy for treats. So that's why I like to give those treats first of all, because they're big and I can break them up into multiple pieces, but also because they leave so many crumbs in here that I can then use as a little bit more of a reinforcer for her. It also gives her a little bit of a different way to consume it, so she has to lick instead of chew, and that can be a little bit more stimulating for their brains. She's very polite. She's still is acting kind of like she's tied up, but we're going to just go ahead and move on and go do some pull work. Yes, good girl. And that's gonna be it for this. She's a little bit pissed, a little bit stressed, so we're just gonna work off a little bit of that stress, and just, you know, make sure that she can calm down from a lot of that more scary stimuli that I gave her. So that'll be it for this one.